Alright, Chace back with the Blue Futon. I am really late to this review of The Boys Season 1. I actually just watched this because Season 2 is coming, and Season 3 is coming because my mom's a huge Supernatural fan, and Jerry Ackles isn't going to be in Supernatural anymore because after 15 series, that's done. So he's going to play Soldier Boy in Season 3. So I'm like, you know what? I'll watch The Boys Season 1, catch up before Season 2, and when Season 3 comes out, I can watch with my mom. But how is Season 1 of The Boys? People are loving it. Did I love it? Let's find out. So The Boys Season 1, what's it about? Well, it's based off a comic by Garth Ennis. If you know anything about Garth Ennis, he does some messed up shit. So, like I said, I have a lot of his comics in my drawer. But the worst, I won't say the worst, the most intriguing, but they could not make this a TV series because there's so much fucked up shit in it, is called Crossing, which I would love for someone to try to make. I mean, he did The Preacher, I think, also The Boys, but Crossing goes so fucking weird that that would turn so many people off, but I think it'd be very well be intriguing. But we're not talking about Crossing, we're talking about The Boys. So The Boys is about superheroes, the Sector 7, I think that's what they call this, Section 7, and there's 7 superheroes that are supposed to be like, I am the superheroes, and there are. That's my mom. Speak about The Boys, talking about Supernatural. Hold on for a second. Listen, that was a long phone call. I don't remember where I actually stopped off on, but let's see what The Boys is really about. It's about the superheroes. They're actually not that super. They are actually made. They're not born that way, and they're kind of assholes. These superheroes are not the whole Captain America, Iron Man, where even though they have some cocky attitude, they're there to save the world. These superheroes are just in it for themselves. They want to be in the U.S. military. They purposely make bad guys. They're just a bunch of assholes, and you're not really supposed to like them. But then you have Karl Urban's character and others, and their job is to take down the Sector 7 or Section 7 to the ground because they are corrupt, they're evil, they're malicious, they kill human beings, and they really don't care because they think they're superhuman. So what I like about this show, I think the characters are unique on the good guys. I want to put like Karl Urban's character, the French guy, and all of them. They're actually unique characters. You get to understand some of their characters. Even though Karl Urban's character, I'm not the biggest fan of him, just because there's something called forceful cussing, and I think this one just forceful cussing a little bit too much. But that's just a pet peeve on that side. But as a whole, I would think this show is very overrated. Not because Seth Rogen produced it, but just because the whole premise of it, I just found it a little bit just too mean spirited. I don't know. Maybe it's just my whole what's going on in the world today. I just didn't want to watch it as what it was. Uh, some negatives though. Black Noir, they don't really go into his character at all. The Deep, I think the Sea guy, he's just kind of a throwaway character. The best superhero character is actually kind of the second-hand woman. She actually has some depth to her. Homelander, he's just a douchebag. You're not supposed to like him. I mean, even on the human side, the Frenchie guy is really cool. Karl Urban's character, he can get on my nerves just because he's just such an asshole. He only cares about himself, and it's really just douchey as well. Like Karl Urban's a douchebag as well as Homelander's a douchebag. So you really have no one to root for at all in this show, and that's the big thing. Yeah, the Frenchie and then the Japanese lady. I think she's Japanese or Indonesian. I'm not 100% sure. They really don't go into her background at all. They just know that she's one of the people that they injected her with the blue formula that everyone takes to become human, or it's kind of like steroids for superheroes, and that's really all you know about her. That's really the best you know about her background. You kind of you want them to succeed, but with Karl Urban's character, you know that he will throw anyone under the bus, even his friends and his friends' family. So you're like, I don't really care if you die either at a point. Same with all the superheroes. The new superhero, the girl Starlight. Yeah, you understand her, and you know that she's kind of going to become a good guy or good person, good woman. I don't know about these whole things anymore, but you know that she's going to be, on kind of the human side because she realizes she wasn't born, she was made in a lab and everything like that. But I mean, the negatives is just it's mean spirited. You just don't care about any of the characters, in my opinion. Of like, yeah, Elizabeth Shue character, dick. Homelander, dick. The Deep, dick. Black Noir, you don't really know him. The Invisible Translucent guy, dick. Karl Urban's character, a dick. So you're like, who am I supposed to root for in this show? Like, seriously. Um, I mean, I can't really blame Garth Ennis. Well, maybe I can because they said it's actually pretty deep into what is happening with the comic books. I haven't read this comic book series, but I'm just one of those people that thought The Boys season 1 was super overrated. It was nothing special. It was gory, which, yeah, I appreciate the gore and all, but I just felt like it wasn't really going anywhere except, yes, superheroes want to be in the military. Cool. Karl Urban wants revenge. Cool. That person also wants revenge for killing his girlfriend. Cool. Frenchie, you really don't know why he's part of the team, just because he's good at doing shit. Same. I don't know. It was just more shallow. I was expecting more in-depth stuff. Like, everyone was saying it's like an amazing show, so great. And I'm like, it's all right. I could maybe give it a 60, 50, 60, 50. The Boys will receive a 3 out of 5 with Futon because that's 60%. Yes, it's gained a positive review just because there are some redeeming elements of what I'm expecting to happen. I think it might be interesting because the last episode, the last 5 minutes, does redeem it a little bit for me of who am I expecting to root for. And there are some still good characters in this story that I do care for and I want them to succeed. But a vast majority of them, I'm just like, I don't give a shit about you. I really don't. But let's see what the critics' news scores gave this one. So you have season 1, the critics at 84% of the 101 of them, and the audience scored 92% with 33.00. And here's critic consensus. Viewers' mileage may vary. The Boys' violent delight and willingness to engage in heavy, relevant themes are sure to please those looking for a new group of anti-heroes to root for. And I think that's the negative. I'm not really rooting for anyone in this show. Like, I mean, you understand that the anti-heroes are trying to kill the Supes, but you really don't know why you're trying to kill all the Supes. If most of them do not know they were not born that way, can you fault them? Anyway, do you agree with the 60%, the 84%, the 92%? Chace out, get the blue futon, like, comment, subscribe. Well, no things Butantopia. You blue futoners, thanks for watching. Have a great day. I might get a lot of hate for this one. I really don't care. Like I said, overall, it's overrated from what everyone is trying to say. I'm not sorry for that.